Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Dice Bags Entertainment Podcast. Hi, I'm your usual host, TwitchShadowVO, with our awesome co-host, Subaki VA.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No. I'm
Every
joining.
time.
There we go. I had to join in on that one.
Yeah. We're back.
Yep, we're back. The Dice Bags Entertainment Podcast is unofficially, the unofficial drink of the Dice Bags Entertainment Podcast is root beer. So, everybody listening at home, grab your favorite can of root beer, crack it open, and let's get into the podcast. Today we're joined by our usual guest, Ragerea.
Oh wow, it's like, oh, here's this normal bum we have to deal with every day. Man, I wish we get new bum. Like, what the fuck is that?
Don't worry. We did get a new bum. We got a new bum. Try not to die from that, Christ.
I'm not.
Today we are also joined by IBigBoom.
Sup?
You might recognize him from the voice of Spartacus in the Abridged for Fate. He will also be in episode 2 whenever that comes out.
He does really good grunting, laughing, and screaming.
Yes.
That's kind of my life.
I felt that.
Yeah. You want to know? No. You want to know what his audition was? Dungeons and Dragons. Moving on.
Yeah, good place to start it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, man. But yeah, no, today we're going to be talking about just, general stuff going into this new year. We had a nice little bit of downtime to, enjoy our holidays, not worry about the channel, not worry about, any of the other stuff associated with content creation. I basically gave everybody the couple of weeks off. Few weeks? Something like that? Anyways.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Anyways, we are now back in full force, doing the things again. I'm hard at work on episode 2 of Apocrypha Abridged. Subak is kind of on standby for both sound design and he's voice acting as... who are you in episode 2?
I'm going to be making my own interpretation of Michael.
Yeah, Michael. That being said, I am still in a little bit of a shithole right now because I still have a few roles that I have to cast, and I think it might hit the point where I actually have to do, scouting for that one.
Maybe.
What are you still looking for?
Selenike. It's Astolfo's master. And as much as I love our current, the voice actresses that are a part of our team, they are currently doing a lot right now, so I don't want them to be overworked.
Yeah, you don't want to overcrowd them with stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
It just gets confusing when you have, two of the same people, two of the same voices in the
I mean,
show, kinda.
To be fair, I voiced 3 people.
Yeah, but that's different.
Yeah, that's different.
Yes,
You're
but it
the
depends on your
director.
range, too.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look at me over here, having to go from just, man, I really hope I don't die in a few days, to just like, Jean, I'm inside your head, Jean. Wake the fuck up.
You've
been in a coma for 1,300 years.
I'm in your walls.
He's in the goddamn walls!
He's in the walls.
I'm in your
He's
walls.
in the goddamn walls.
I will tell Gabriel about this.
Oh god. So for the people watching at home, you're gonna get a little bit of a little teaser into Fate Apocrypha episode 2. Jean has schizophrenia. Yeah. And it'll be great. I promise. It's gonna be segueing into a lot of funny character moments going into the future. Episode 1 was establishing everything. It was, introducing everybody to this world, summarizing a Grail War in Fortnite terms. And episode 2 is when we really start to get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
You ever played Fortnite?
You ever played Fortnite? Beep, beep, beep. But yeah, it'll be great. I'm really looking forward to episode 2. I think the script we had for it, like on paper anyways, looks really great. So we will see how that segues into the official, like, final edited version. We are gonna have to cut some bits, I feel like, because it might be a little bit too long. But I hope we don't have to really chopping block too much.
That's always the hard part, is cutting stuff out.
Yeah, I mean, push comes to shove, I could always have that bundled in with, like, the bloopers.
Yeah.
I've been telling the voice actors a lot now that, like, if they ad-lib anything, if they have, like, any bloopers, just kind of leave it in. Just leave it in. I'll rifle through that shit, find some funny moments, throw it in a blooper reel. It'll be great.
Yeah.
That's where the fun is.
That's where the
for
fun
you.
is for me. I love making.
It's where the
blooper
blackmail
reels.
is.
That's where the blackmail is. That's how we do blackmail.
Especially like circumcisions.
Speaking of which, Tsubaki, you still haven't recorded the line. Hold on, I need to find that meme again.
Meanwhile, Tsubaki
We'll
is
get
staring.
there.
We will get
We'll
there.
get there when we get there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to get death threats set to my email soon enough. But
The fucking prompto bit. Guess who's getting circumcised?
Circumcised.
Oh, it's great. But yeah.
Who's getting circumcised in eclairs?
Oh my god. Oh.
and all he wanted was some nug.
What the fuck happened to the nugs?
What the fuck happened to my nugs, man?
You'll get the nugs after the circumcision.
No, I want my nugs now.
No, it is after the circumcision.
Motherfucking Gladio, I will whoop. Actually, wait, no, you'd kick my ass before I even get to approach yours.
Speaking of Gladio, that's somebody we need to have on the podcast, is Slender VA at some point.
Yeah.
Because
He can talk about his love of beans.
yeah, same with Orpheus. We need to have the full, like, 4 Chocobros.
Mm-hmm.
Noctis, Lucius, Kylum. And then we'll have Prompto, fucking Ignis, and Gladio. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Have the people with the faces.
the people with the voices for the faces and the stuff for the things.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So, anyways, how was your holiday break, Tsubaki? How was that?
It was pretty good. I enjoyed the company that I had, and then I got gifted games. I got
Hell
a whole
to the
bunch
yeah.
of shit to experiment with, such as a rack that goes underneath my desk to hold more shit.
Hell to the yeah.
And then yeah, just in general good stuff. I was out of a job for 20 plus days and didn't have to worry
Christ.
about it.
Jeez.
But you know, that's what happens when you work for an amusement park.
Yeah. Closed
Also snow.
for the
Dude.
holidays.
Dude's just having a mental breakdown.
How about you, Rage? How was your holiday break?
It was good.
Not from the last time I spoke to you, but like from the last time you were on the podcast. Tell the people where you've been.
I haven't been doing a hell of a lot.
A lot of hockey watching.
Oh yeah, I've been doing a lot of doing the camera, broadcasting for the
Yeah.
games. I was in Grand Prairie last night actually, at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh man.
Yeah, well we got another one Wednesday. That'll be a fun one.
What about you, Boom?
It was pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Pretty quiet. Always good to have some nice quiet time.
I was about to say, like, sometimes quiet holidays are a lot better than chaotic hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My holiday was a little bit stressful because of work complications. And then, I mean, yeah, like, the actual, like, Christmas itself and New Year's was great. I liked all that. And yeah, it was just a genuinely good time, and I hear that fucking Xbox in the background.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Xbox 360, and it just decided to freeze. So
I see. Turn it off. I kid.
Dad, you don't tell.
Yeah.
You don't tell me what to do.
No, I'm messing. So yeah, I still haven't changed the podcast background. I still need to find an avatar to add IBigBoom into this. As of this moment,
Just have a turd emoji. It'll work.
oh yeah, no, I'm not that much of a dick.
Well, he's a shit.
Well, he's the shit.
See, this saying and decided. Oh no, Rage goes and says it for me.
What? Did he lag out for anybody else, or was that just me?
Yeah, he cut up for me
Yeah,
too.
yeah, he could.
Christ.
Hey, I can't control that.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's fine. A little
He
bit
basically said.
Oh,
I was going to say is to everyone. He said that I say what he's thinking because we are mind.
I thought I heard something about Ichigo. I don't know what.
No, I think you're fucking hearing shit, buddy.
You're delusional.
I'm
okay
delusional. Chat editor, can we play back what he actually said in the garbled mess, please? Thank you.
Bet you I'm right.
Bet you you're wrong.
though.
Bet you're an asshole.
Bitch, I eat people. All right, moving on. Yeah, so over the break, I really started to watch My Hero. I am on season 3 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
Based on my Discord profile, you could take a wild guess who my favorite character is.
It's Bakugo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, to be fair, Bakugo actually grows as a character.
Yeah, he starts out as a dick, and around like
that he does.
season 3, he gets a bit better.
Oh, and trust me, he's gonna grow a hell of a lot more.
Yep.
Yup.
And before anyone thinks, oh, it's probably a weird sex thing because the fandom's hell horrible. No, it is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just you know.
For the outro music, editor, would you mind playing the fucking meme song "You Are My Kachan"?
Oh my god.
Oh, you are officially making me mute this episode for myself.
No, I sent it to Tsubaki like a few days ago, and he's like, "What the fuck?" I found that hilarious. That was funny for me. But yeah, so a lot more stuff is happening in season 2 of Dice Bags, or what I'm gonna guess is year 2 of Dice Bags. I'm really gonna try and ramp up the abridging stuff. That's gonna be fun. Gaming is taking a different directive approach, and at some point during this year, I am going to update all of our channel banners and everything to look a little bit better. Because as good of an artist as I am not professional.
What? What are you talking? We have some pictures to dispute that.
Yeah, but
Like a cream pie picture.
what the fuck?
Okay. There are two ways
Uh-huh.
that this can go.
No. You don't
And
understand.
I'm not wanting to see the results.
No. You don't understand, Tsubaki. He did not mean what he said there. What he meant was what the fuck is that called? A hageo?
Yeah,
A haggle.
sorry. It's like an O face, basically.
Yeah. Not a creep. Oh, God, get your fucking... What the hell? Anyways.
I mean, and fucking Ahegao is still associated with that shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it didn't have nudity.
That we could see.
It's all implied, Dren. It's all implied.
And I'm just explaining.
The age rating went from rated PG-13 to mature real quick.
Doesn't all our episodes basically?
No!
I call bullshit on that.
That is not bullshit. That is the truth.
That is God's honest truth, boy.
Shadow, with the amount I cuss, I'm pretty sure we...
I had to censor an entire episode because of you.
Yeah. You know what you... I
I
asked you.
had to censor an entire... Yeah, motherfuckers, do you want to know what happened to episode 4?
Oh, yeah. No. There was... Episode 4, a nightmare alone.
Yeah. Tsubaki was there for the ride.
What happened to episode 4
And
was that it failed.
I had to censor so much shit to the point where I'm like, you know what? We're gonna ignore that episode ever happened.
And then the next one corrupted.
And then the next one
Yep.
corrupted. And then I just decided, fuck it, we'll do episode 5.
Yeah,
Yep.
so... Because 4 can't exist on this channel.
Or was it 4 or was it 5? Hold on, I'll...
No, it was 4.
It was 4? Okay.
It was 4.
But, yeah.
Because we couldn't... We attempted 3 times.
Yeah. Christ.
Holy shit.
Okay, I'll ramp down.
If we ever start a Patreon, we're gonna have the Dice Bags Entertainment podcast after hours, where we could just be unhinged.
So you mean me on main, right?
Yeah. But you without me censoring you constantly. Anyways, yeah, we'll do after hours if we ever get enough viewership and get some money rolling into the channel. We'll do that for like Patreon along with behind the scenes and like other fun stuff. Because I'm pretty sure everybody would love to see the video of IBigBoom under a blanket recording Spartacus. It's funny.
Hey, that is quality content.
Yeah. Or
Quality
or
is-
me literally in the closet with like mattress topper like pinned to the walls as like sound foam
Yeah.
every time I record Shiro.
Hey man, just
It okay.
sometimes that-
As a voice actor, like when you don't have like the space to actually put in like a full blown recording booth, you gotta fucking make do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta get
Space and money are very hard to come by.
Yeah.
You just gotta get creative.
And I have to do that like midday so I don't like get like the world's biggest noise complaint.
Yup.
Oh, either way.
That's
I
probably
mean,
the hardest part, is the fact that you're so limited on the time you can do it.
yeah. That's like one of the reasons why I can't like do voice act. Like back when I was living in my previous place, I could, because I had my own recording booth. I didn't have to worry. Like the neighbors were like fucking like meters away from me. They were a bit of ways on each side, and it was also in the basement suite where I had my recording booth. So realistically, like I could have been as loud as I wanted, recorded as much as I wanted, and there was never an issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now I have to deal with constraints.
And therein lies the struggles of it.
Yep. Speaking of which, Tsubaki,
Yes.
your journey in voice acting. Let's go into that a little bit.
Okay.
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 I don't really like want to get into the nitty gritty of like recording like and like all that type of, but like, do you have any anecdotal stories of kind of like what I was talking about, like where you had to just kind of like either make do or like had an awkward conversation with a family member because you were recording?
Yes, I've had a couple awkward times with family whenever I was recording, because I believe there was one time I was doing a fan dub for a scene from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I had to yell, and I went downstairs prior to recording, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to be recording this one scene. It's gonna take me a while to get this one bit down. And my mom just goes like, okay, you do you. And then I get to working on it. And I I had to do like 13 fucking takes for a scream to feel viable to me.
Oh Christ.
So
Jeez.
I was forcing myself to do an accent while also screaming in said accent. And during that time, my mom then sends me a text message, and it's like, boy, what the fuck are you doing up there? and I had to explain again before I went back to recording. And the part that makes it so much better, that scream happens in the first fucking half a minute.
Oh man.
I had 2 more minutes worth of dialogue to record because the two characters that were talking were technically the same fucking character.
Oh, Jesus.
Except one is the bad version and has more grovel in the voice, and is a little bit lower pitched, but the other one is the hero and has a higher pitch, but the same fucking accent. So, in essence, I had to banter with myself for about 2 hours before I felt satisfied with any takes.
I mean, that's kind of just, voice acting in general. You're just talking with yourself.
I'm talking to myself. Literally, I feel like the one role of a character that I'd be feeling the best fucking time of my life with, because I just get to laugh my ass off at myself talking that way.
I think
y'all know how handsome Jack says his lines.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
That's how I feel when I'm like done recording, because then I'm talking to myself more to be like, all right, it's director's chair time. and then it's just like fucking I'm racking my brain.
Right.
Yeah.
I had a very, very awkward conversation with a. So, this was back at my old place when I had my recording booth, back in, I think it was 2019, 2018. So, like, this was at that time where I was just starting, and my family still didn't fully understand what it meant to be a voice actor, They assume it's all just like Bugs Bunny voices and whatnot. I'm not sure if anyone here watched Ruby, but there's a character called like Tyrion Kalos.
Yep.
Yeah. And he essentially just sounds like an unhinged, like almost like a Joker from Batman-esque type of character. Anyways, I believe I had to record the line something along the lines of like, I'll fucking kill you, bitch. And I had to say, I was saying that over and over and over again in the, hello, I am Tyrion Kalos. It's a pleasure to meet you. I had to like do that kind of a voice and like scream that line, right? So I'm in the I'm in the recording booth and I'm like screaming that over and over and over and over again, like doing takes for this, like ABC takes. And finally, because that was like the last I think the last line for that batch, I went upstairs, made myself a drink, like a little cup of tea. My grandmother walks around the corner. It's like, what the fuck are you doing down there? And I'm like, that is voice. and me with like just like the blankest face. I'm like, that's voice acting. That's just, what do you do?
So sometimes that's the case. Like, you say weird shit.
Into a microphone.
Yeah.
I mean, voice acting and D&D have a lot in common with that, especially if you're a DM where you just do the voices at times.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, no.
Because like even I will sometimes just start talking in different voices just to practice between them to change it up as needed.
But yeah, no, that was probably the most awkward conversation I had. Another one is when I had to record romance dialogue. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't know if any other voice actor struggles with this, but to like do like romance dialogue, like the dialogue of like, you two are madly in love and you're confessing it's like me looking at this like sheet of paper of like, I could do this. Yes. Will I be embarrassed the entire time I record this? Also, yes.
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 I don't think you can get away from the embarrassment for that.
It's
like there are people that just get used to it, but that's one of those things. You're either used to it or you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets worse too if you have you have like a girlfriend or just a partner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God!
Or if you live with your family members and you're
Imagine.
single, and then you walk upstairs like, who are you talking to? My microphone. Leave me alone.
Talking to my microphone.
Sex with my
Looking at
microphone.
a piece.
Oh,
It's like I'm talking to my microphone. I'm looking at a script.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It's like, oh, you sure not seeing anybody love Mr. Loverboy? And
Yeah.
I kid you not. There was one time on CCC that there was actually an audition for fucking like a few like romance visual novels.
yeah.
I did try auditions for those, and I believe my parents did have a conversation with me about that.
Please.
I was just what were you talking about up there? And I'm like, I was doing voices auditioning. Like, are you sure? It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
If they were gonna pay me like $250 if I got it, so.
Note to self: Subaki will do not safe for work if it pays enough. No.
I mean, I think that goes for anybody. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
pretty much.
You put enough. Everything's possible.
Quite literally, if you have enough money to toss at a roll, I might say, fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball.
1 pound, 1 pan, 1 fucking tasty meal.
Oh. It's like, I would never do that kind of work. How would you like... Yeah, it's like, we got $1,000 on the line. Bitch, say what?
It's just the one scene from fucking Ace Ventura. It's like your money has no appeal to me. It's like $20,000. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christ. I feel like whoever we end up casting for Selenike, it is like I feel like I'm gonna have to like preface immediately in like to the voice actor. It's like you're
playing the most lewd character in this goddamn series for this one.
You don't understand. Like some of the scenes with Selenike and Astolfo, man.
BDSM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unlike the other two abridgers that covered Fate Apocrypha, I am keeping those scenes in. I'm just changing the dialogue, so it's less weird. Or maybe I'll make it more weird. Who knows?
I mean, I'd probably have a suggestion for like a joke to make a reference to one of the stories that Astolfo has.
In episode 2, we already have the first Selenike scene. I believe there's another one in episode 3 or 4.
Yep.
So I'll definitely take your advice on those. You just have to find me after we record the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he knows where to find you.
Yeah.
It's on a mic.
Yeah. I still haven't recorded my Shiro dialogue for episode 2 yet. I really need to get on that. I also have to record for one of the characters I forgot to list in the casting call. Was it a Visebron?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna be Shiro and a Visebron. I'm gonna have to check the. I'll have to check the scripts again because I have everything highlighted and everybody's roles on there. Also in the management doc, so I'll have to take a gander at that. Anyways, yeah. Episode 2 is going swimmingly. What about you from your brief 1 day of recording? You have any awkward conversations after that, Logan?
From when we did the recording for like my
Spartacus
dialogue.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say the most awkward thing was the like initial feeling of just making noises into the microphone more than anything.
The thing that a lot of like one of the things that help with voice acting is like make sure you're not like face to face with the mic, especially if you don't have a pop filter. Secondly is when you're acting, forget the mic is there.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, just kind of pretend it's not there.
Don't get me wrong. Like, mic placement, great thing. You have to keep that in mind. And your distance away from the mic. But, like, to me, it's second nature, and it's better if I just zone the mic out now so that I could focus on what the character is saying.
Yeah, that's what you got to focus on. Like, the character itself, just channeling what you're wanting to get out of it.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
Also,
excuse me.
For the aspiring voice actors that are listening to this, I believe Joe Zija just started a YouTube channel dedicated to teaching voice acting. Yeah. Joe Zija is a great teacher. He has got a lot of online classes. And another voice actor who does the similar thing is Steve Bloom for Bloombox Studios.
Yep.
They have really, really good classes. And a lot of the people that I see go through those classes are always, like they end up being top tier voice actors. So, if you're...
I mean, the most important thing when you're getting into voice acting is don't be afraid of what people are going to think. Just do it.
Yeah.
You'll get used to it.
The cringe is part of it.
Yeah.
No, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, some people, they don't even, like me, I don't even find any of it cringe. I mean, yeah, there's
no, I just mean...
there's the odd romance dialogue that I find a little bit, like, weird to record, but that's just me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but, like, when you're starting out, it definitely feels weird.
Yeah. Another thing that I would say to a lot of voice actors is 90% of the job is rejection. You're most of the time, your time in the booth is doing nothing but recording auditions, and like out of every 100, maybe 5 of those get chosen. Like, you just have to be ready for things like that. Unless you're like doing casting call stuff where I noticed it's not really about I would say complete like voice acting agency union mindset. It's more about mic quality and ability in casting call club. If anything, like, as long as you have a good mic, you could get roles. I mean, I would advise getting a little bit of schooling, or not schooling, but like taking a workshop or two. That's always great.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I mean, that's really a good thing to say. No matter what you're doing in life, always be learning.
Yeah, always be learning. Always have an open mind for everything, and just expect the inevitable failure, because especially in voice acting, that's all it is. It is failure until you don't. And that's not even me being like that's
not even being silly.
Yeah, that's not even me being that's me being realistic about what we do. You're not gonna be Troy Baker in a day. Don't get that mindset out of your head. And 9 times out of 10, it's a numbers game. Like, it's not necessarily about anything other than the people who you know, the classes you took, the connections you made during workshops and things like that. And it could feel like a lot of the times it feels like everything is stacked against you. And trust me, it is. You just kind of have to work through the shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Voice acting is one of those gigs that is always oversaturated, but always needs new talent.
Yeah.
So even if you didn't make it this time, if you keep trying, there's always a chance you'll make it.
Yeah.
You eventually strike away.
Yeah.
That's gonna segue into one of the few questions or things I had for today. This one kind of goes out to like a tweet that I seen the other day, which kind of pissed me off. And the tweet was something along the lines of blank people should only voice blank. And I'm like, no. We're voice actors. That's part of what we do. For example, to say only certain races should voice certain raced characters and only those types of characters is kind of appalling to me, and it kind of it's a spit in the face of what we are, in my opinion.
For voice acting, I definitely see it. Like it's definitely very disrespectful.
Well, like not
when
only,
it comes to like live action, I can see the stance.
Yeah,
but
for live action,
when you're putting it behind a screen, like the screen where there is no physical face to it, what does it matter what the person was?
Yeah,
if they did a good job.
The thing that I always equate it to is if everybody just like closed their eyes for a moment, I guarantee the image you hear when you hear my voice isn't at all what I actually look like. Same with everybody else in this call. You know what I mean? Like,
as someone who knows you in person, you do not sound like how you look.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm getting at is it's a spit in the face to say, for example, I am a Native American individual. Surprise, surprise. Do I necessarily have that type of an accent? I don't think so. No. And a lot of the characters I end up booking don't look like me. They're not even in my race. Are you kidding me? And that's what I was getting at is like, we're to just say only certain types of people should voice certain types of characters and to lock that behind an ideology like that, especially coming from like casting directors or other voice actors, it feels like it's gatekeeping is what it does.
Oh yeah.
Not only that, but like you miss out on so many so much talent like that would
by having that limit.
Like, don't get me wrong, if you're telling a certain type of story and you really want people that have
of genuine
of that type of genuine background, that's fine, but don't push that type of agenda on every single project.
Well, and a great example of it is like anime.
Yeah.
Because like when it's coming out, it's coming out, they're not looking at what the person's color is. They got a bunch of Japanese people that are just doing lines with the accents and inflections they want.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, I'm gonna bring up like a really good example. Fucking My Hero Academia. You see quite a few people, like of all different kinds of like races and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, sure, on the JP side of it all, it's just like, sure, it's everybody that's Japanese voicing over them. But even then, there was, I think there was like a whole controversy one time around like fucking Mirako. I don't know. But even then, for dubbing wise, just because they're of that race does not necessarily mean that person should be regulated to not at least audition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the main thing that bothers me with it though. It's just like, if you deny the opportunity for even an audition, you don't only like as you said, Shadow, like you miss out on seeing a talent that might sell the character a bit better.
Yeah. And like
That's a big thing.
the thing that really pissed me off about that tweet is when I looked at who posted it, it was somebody who was already established in the voice acting community, who already had their own agency, talent representative, and everything like that, and was also a casting director on top of being a voice actor. And the thing that was so like a, I don't know, it rubbed me the wrong way seeing him or the person in question say something like that, and then proceed to say any other casting director who casts who doesn't think like this doesn't have my respect. And I was like, that's such a narrow-minded, thing.
Yeah, my biggest problem with people that say stuff like that is a lot of them are like trying to be like, oh, this is so that we don't get racist, being more racist about it than anyone else.
Yeah. You're bringing
Like
in...
you're blocking out just because they don't fit your exact idea.
Yeah. And that's the thing that I really don't jive with, is it's turning something that wasn't even an issue into like a social justice warrior call. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And all it seeks to do is to like divide the community more and deny like aspiring talent more opportunities, which I'm not here for.
Yeah.
Like when I'm on casting call, casting for like our roles, that is never a thing that I look at.
It's always performance.
It's
first.
always performance. It has never had a secondary agenda. There has never been, it is always about performance. And to this day, like, that is what every single casting director should be focusing on, is performance and, like, nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, somebody auditions for your thing and they have the fucking talent. Cast it to
Have
them
on
yeah.
like a consideration list.
Yeah.
God, like and even like to further sell home, like another good example of it with like the dubbing side of it all. So Zeno Robinson, motherfucker's popping off with his roles as of late. But like I like and to use that argument at all, when I see Zeno get casted for like Junpei in Persona, and then as well as that like Hawks in My Hero, and then like Vayne in Granblue, I'm like, he's popping the fuck off because he knows how to sell what the character is trying to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not about like how much sun he got one day. No, it's not based on that or the genetics that make up his biological form. No, it's called he gets on that microphone and he fucking owns it.
Exactly. That is like the thing that's we're voice actors. Acting is part of the thing, We are not we're not necessarily trying to perform as what we are behind the screen. You know what I mean?
We're doing a whole bunch of shit.
Exactly.
We can voice act as the literal manifestations of a conscience of psyche caused by weird ass brain damage. We don't give a shit. We are basically we are just like disassociated voices in that are able to be applied to whatever we need to be applied to.
Exactly.
We are essentially lending our voice to a character, and we're doing our best way to interpret that character while still retaining what's there of them. If it's like a dubbing job, it's best to at least still respect the Japanese dub, however possible. And even then, sometimes your own take actually does work out in the long run. Like there's a bunch of characters out there that have like drastically different sub and dub voices, but even then, it's just like as long as you keep true to what the character is trying to be established for, as your interpretation of the voice can still really fucking work. It's just you applying yourself with what you have as a skill and just putting it to a character. That's all it is.
But yeah, that was something that I seen that kind of got a little bit under my skin. And I kind of wanted to like briefly touch on that, you know, go under the record, so to speak, because
Yeah.
I do not share that mentality. I don't share that same mindset. And it's not out of a place of hate or anything. It's just I prefer to focus on performance over anything. I mean, especially,
And that's what it should be.
especially as like a voice actor, you know, somebody who wants to get casted in roles is like, if they started having like roadblocks like that all of a sudden, it would just turn into even more of a shit show.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Especially if it's like very specific.
Yeah.
Too. Like looks at one casting call, it's like, oh, you need to be an albino from South Africa if you want to get this role. I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah,
How would they even know?
we're only
How
just go
would
to-
they even know?
hi. We're only
Let's go to
looking
character
for
creator real quick.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Mr. Subaki VA, we loved your take, but unfortunately, you're blood type A while we're looking for blood type O. I'm sorry. Anyways,
Yeah, that's basically the level of what that
yeah,
kind of tweet
Yeah.
was.
yeah. Anyways, did anybody hear hear what happened to Sean Schemmel?
Oh God, what happened?
Allow me to regale you with a tale. Sean Schemmel, a bit ago, I can't remember when, but it was like a decent bit ago now, like last year, I think. He messaged a fan dubbing voice actor or an impressionist.
Oh
Yeah. He voiced. He said in a tweet to this impressionist that is like, "Hey, I don't appreciate using my voice for AI." And he's like, "People like you rob voice actors of their jobs." Meanwhile, the guy's like, "It was an impression."
That's incredible that the impression was that close.
Yeah.
The tweet blew up. It got everywhere. And
The video for it blew
yeah,
up too.
yeah, there was a video of the guy
Jeez.
explaining it. I encourage everybody to go and watch that. The situation I just found funny because we live in such uncertain times. Back in 2010,
Where that's the
yeah,
possibility.
back in 2010, if somebody heard something like that, like the instant was like, oh, it's fucking Brock Baker doing an impression. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, that guy's using a Joe Swanson voice AI.
Yeah. And that's the part that's starting to like also like ramp up in popularity. That's like starting to become more of a trend than it should be. And then it's just like it varies from like the AI rendered art to the voices and all that. I still am also like getting concerned when it comes to like looking at like impressionist channels
Yeah.
at this point. Because now I'm even having to go into a fucking schizo frenzy trying to figure out. And like I quite literally I've listened to like a cover of A Lone Prayer from Persona 1 that was like this fan cover and extended version of it by changing up like lyrics. And I had to contemplate it for a second, and lo and behold, either they did like a pre-production in FL Studio and did like the oh god, what are they called? Like the UTAUs? So they're like the voice banks that are like advanced Vocaloids.
Oh yeah.
It's either those or it's an actual AI. And even then I'm like, I'm not sure about this one, Chief. You made it work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you that much credit. But
The thing that I also have to say to like a lot of people is especially on the YouTube, like the small content creator side of things, the people using AI as voices for things, we're never gonna pay voice actors.
Yeah.
That's like that was one of the things that like that was the eureka moment for me, was like these people were never going to pay voice actors to do these roles. I mean, yeah, they could have just done like, cast and call club thing where it's like, hey, this project's unpaid, and then got like voice actors to do it. Sure. But either way, it was going to be an unpaid thing.
Yeah.
And them using, like, there was the Naruto abridged that I seen, where it's just like AI covering everything. It's that abridged that did the water isn't wet thing. The fuck you mean, Chica? Water isn't wet. And like, as much as people have been trying to dog on that guy for using AI for his stuff, it's a small video on a YouTube channel that he's not claiming money for. I don't really see the harm in that, other than the fact, like, he's not even claiming that it's an official product or anything like that. So, and yeah, I do get the voice, like the AI scare. Don't get me wrong, I get it. But at the same time, like, the people that are using AI for a lot of that type of stuff aren't the type of people that we're going to be paying voice actors to do it.
Yeah, unless it's like big corporations, because I know they're
Yeah, okay, that is a different story, and that is why I am behind the SAG-AFTRA actors for protecting themselves from AI. Because can you imagine, you're voicing for this game for how many years, and all of a sudden they have an AI model of your voice, and it's like, you know what, we don't need you anymore, bye. But it's still your voice, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The scariest thing about like the AI scenario is that they can so easily just pick up your voice from you just talking a little bit and then create an AI constructor.
Yeah.
Yep. As long as they make you do do re mi, you are fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
I know like a few people like almost had a bit of a fiasco one time with Star Rail. And that was because like these past few patches, because of the strike, some of their like VAs haven't been able to voice lines for the patches for like little mini story events and all that. And hundreds of these fucking comments are just like, bro, if they're not even gonna show up, just fucking use an AI and put their ass in there. We want to hear them.
The
still.
other
And I'm
thing
like,
that I heard was like, if the union is striking, then just use smaller talent or something like that, and
use an understudy.
yeah, use understudies. And don't get me wrong, I get it, and yeah, that would be an opportunity. But at the same time, you are technically, by accepting that job, robbing an actual voice actor of their work.
Yes.
And like, as somebody who was just on a union strike like a few months ago, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I noticed when I was big story of missing in that.
Fucking what?
Oh, sorry. I probably cut out there.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
When I was playing the current patch of Zelda, last one, 1.5.
Yeah.
And like the final climactic, missing Kaleda, Grace, Lycon, and it was like really jarring. And it really, that one wasn't even a strike because like all the actors agreed to do it. It's just scheduling issues on their end why they couldn't show up for that, for specifically Zenless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, after we're done recording podcast, I'm gonna have to teach Rage how to soundgate his Discord properly.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Nope, it's all good. It's just because of the weird situation with your new mic and everything, it does cut out like a little bit when you start speaking softer.
Oh, okay. So I gotta keep the same amount of. too.
You see, like that,
Pretty
like that,
much.
like that. It was like that. Same thing happened again. It's like when you start speaking softer, it just like starts clipping out of existence.
It's just so weird.
I get it. No, but what I'm gonna teach you how to do is lower the sound threshold so that it is blocking the background noise, but not your actual voice.
Yep.
I don't know how much I can do that on what I'm running it off of.
You can still do that over PSN, like that
Okay.
version of it. It's just a setting for it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, I think that is what I wanted to talk about. Anybody have any segues?
I was probably gonna bring in some pretty good ideas. Maybe toss a question for Rage and Mr. IBigBoom to answer, because I know that on like our first like episode ever, we did like the questions that were like little dream questions. So Rage and Boom, if y'all went further in this industry, what would be some IPs that y'all would like to do voices in?
I don't think there's any specific IP I would want to be in. I like the idea of diversity and just trying many different things.
Yeah.
But if I was specifically looking for voice acting gigs, video games are definitely or so to where I would want to be.
Yeah.
There's one IP I really want to listen to. That would be sick.
All right.
I'm sorry. You want to repeat that again for?
I want to voice into it in the Ninja Gaiden series.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Ninja Gaiden. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
They just revealed that
Yeah.
yesterday or whatever, and Black 2.
Yeah.
So, and it's a series I was always so since the original Xbox and following through kind of thing.
And then I still remember your answer, Shadow. Was like a top 3 was like Final Fantasy, a Hoyoverse game, and like what was the other one?
So it was Final Fantasy, MiHoYo, and I believe just like anime of some sort.
Oh yeah, to get in like Funimation
Yeah,
or something like that.
Like Funimation, hell, even like an animated
Bang
Netflix show like Castlevania.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Listen, Castlevania would be a fucking banger one to do.
Yeah.
That would be banned.
But yeah,
you get to stand in that booth and do accents for fun.
But yeah, MiHoYo, you can always message me at any point in time, as long as long as I'm not stealing another voice actor's work.
Shameless self-promotion.
No. You don't understand. I don't even have to be an SSR character like a 5-star.
Just a fucking NPC will do.
No. I don't have to be a 5-star. Fuck, I don't even have to be a 4-star. I could be minor number 8. I could be in
mildly more detailed NPC number 79.
Yeah, exactly. Or like
dude with a shovel in scene 2.
Yeah, exactly. City construction worker number 5. Like, I know Zenless has a lot of like just really random background characters. And I think same with Genshin. And like
Genshin usually carries it like tradition from like the location that you're in.
Yeah.
Same with Star Rail to an extent.
But
that's because it's like you're going from planet to fucking planet. Genshin, you're going from country to country, and then Zenless, you're kind of just going around a very big ass space.
I would like to book an audition, like see if I could find any of that, like next time they ever do auditions. But I know that's probably like an agency type of issue or location based. But yeah, like fuck, I would love to get in a booth and just record like video game lines like that. Like, you imagine like just have like playing your own character doing the ultimate, and it's like one of the MiHoYo ultimates, like ultimate moves, and it's like real cinematic and shit. Yeah, that'd be fucking dope.
And then I still remember my top 3, but I'm gonna change it because a fucking franchise has me in a death hold, bro. But if I ever had a top 3 for this, I'd say Fire Emblem. My new number 2 is Grand Blue Fantasy. And then
It's such a good anime. Oh my god.
It's such a good fighting game. Trust me, bro.
It's all it also released one of the most beautiful.
Listen, Arc System Works does their goddamn homework when they make an art style. And then number 3, I know. You know what? Fuck it. I'll also probably toss in like a Hoyoverse one.
Hell yeah.
I also wouldn't mind either or for like whichever game. I mean, hell, if they still do shit with Impact 3rd, fuck it.
Hey, it's on hot water like Genshin is.
So MiHoYo, if you hear this, Tsubaki would like to be included as well.
I mean, like, okay. I want you to realize this, Shadow. The new characters in fucking Amphorius are. There's a character. His name is Maide.
Yeah.
Motherfucker is just Gilgamesh.
Yeah, I seen that.
Guys, I raise you. Do you want to, or do you?
You know what? Hell, I'll even like. Hey, I know I was just talking about MiHoYo, but Kuro Games, you want to get in here for a quick second?
Oh yeah. Withering Waves.
Punishing
Grey Raven.
Withering Waves are punishing. Yeah. Hi, how's it going? I'd like to introduce myself. You can call me Shadow. My. You could find my email or DM me anywhere under the same name.
He's trying to get them to slide into his DMs.
Oh shit.
Look, I know that you hired people from the UK as well as maybe Italy. I'm unsure. Please sign us the fuck on.
I mean, we are at least Commonwealth. We're right from Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, same here with my state. It is labeled as a Commonwealth, but even then,
But anyways, after that selfless advertising.
What do you mean? It's not selfless.
It's shameless.
Yeah. I listen. I'm trying to get a Tsubaki a job, and he's trying to get me one. All right, that's how this is gonna work. No,
You know, he scratches your back. You scratch his. It makes sense.
life is good, but it can be better.
Again, Kuro, if you ever make a Shulk look-alike, please, either get Adam Howden to get in that bitch, or sign me the fuck up. I'll take it.
Anyways, we appreciate everybody for listening to episode 1 of the podcast coming into this new year. We hope all the best for the aspiring voice actors out there, and keep your chin up, you know? Like, yeah. Keep your chin up.
Sure, it looks gloomy, but we'll get through it.
Keep your chin up. Keep getting at them auditions. Eventually, you'll get that role. Always look into the free workshops whenever you could find them. Twitter is also a good place to keep in the know about stuff like that. Check out Bloomvox.
Don't you mean X?
Okay. Check out Bloomvox, Joe Zija. I wonder if Crispin Freeman still does voice acting mastery. Maybe him too.
Maybe.
Anyways, I've been your host, TwitchShadowVO, here with my awesome co-host, Tsubaki VA. With our usual guest, Ragerea, and
Our sound problem, me.
also with a special guest today, IBigBoom, coming in from the same location as me and Rage. No. Anyway,
Right up here in the frozen north.
Ganbate Kudasai. But yeah, we will see you in the next episode. Bye.